Construction started.
Ready to rumble. Armed and dangerous. Yes, at once. It's getting hot down here. At once. Yes. 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 Yes, at once. At once.
Train. Unit
At
lost.
once. At once.
Train. Unit lost. Train.
Attack at once.
Building ready to place. Training. Training. Construction started. New construction options are now available. Construction started. Construction started. Construction started. Unit lost. Construction started.
Yes.
Unit lost. Building ready to
Let's
place.
burst. Yes. Armed and
Unit
dangerous.
lost.
Rolling thunder. Armed and dangerous. Yes. Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack. Attack. Yes. Yes. Attack. Attack. Yes.
Lost.
Yes. Attack. Yes. At once. Yes. 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 At once. I live for pain. Death will follow. Death will follow. Yes. Yes. Once. Yes. Once. Yes. Yes. Once. Yes. Once. At once. Yes. At once. Attack. Yes. Attack.
Unit lost.
Yes. Attack. Yes. At once. Attack. Yes. At once. At once. Yes. Attack.
Victory is yours.
Yes.
Bravo! You did surprisingly well on Arrakis.
This is what passes for a Harkonnen military commander? I fear my father is losing his senses.
Our father chose this one to lead our forces on Arrakis. The Book of Fade speaks of a single fire slug bringing defeat upon an entire horde of Anthrok. Appearances can be deceiving.
And optimism clouds judgment.
We shall see soon enough.
Ha!
When he and the Mentat return to Arrakis, I shall go with them to oversee the spice mining.
You? Why should you go? I am the oldest.
My father requests it.
Then he has lost his senses.
The Mentat will continue to oversee you. Now, if you prove ineffective, you witness the fate of our last commander.
So what? I am to remain here on Gedi Prime? Draining the Baron's pustules? Wiping the spittle from his innumerable chins?
Study your charm film book, brother.
You insolent... I shall be Baron soon. Perhaps even Emperor. Then you'll pay for your disrespect, baby brother.
Abject terror consumes me.
Do be careful on Arrakis. A knife in the back can come from any hand. Perhaps even a trusted one.
Doubtless you've heard the ancient expression, trust him like a brother. The These two give the phrase an entirely new subtext. Blood will be shed before their private war is over. If you get between them, that blood will be yours. In the meantime, you will continue to capture territories. The Baron's spice must flow.
Engineers can enter and capture enemy buildings. Unlike the engineers of other houses, Harkonnen engineers are armed with a pistol for self-defense. A powerful gun mounted on a fixed turret. It is heavily armored, but comparatively slow. Harvesters collect raw spice. Slow and heavily armored, they depend upon carryalls to escape from danger. The MCV deploys to form a construction yard, the hub of any base. It relies on its heavy armor and protection from other units to ensure its survival. The bazooka missile launcher infantry is capable of attacking air or ground units. The buzzsaw is the fastest Harkonnen unit. Essentially a single spinning blade with two mounted cannons, it churns up the surface of the sand as it passes, destroying any spice it passes over. These soldiers carry light machine guns for use against other infantry units. These unarmed, fast-moving infantrymen carry oil lens binoculars. When stationary or moving short distances, the scout is in stealth mode and undetectable.
Yes, at once. Full power. Yes, at once. Yes, roll. At once. Reporting. Ready. Yes, we're rolling. I live for Katie Prime. Something small to kill. MCV standing by. This droid's ready. I live something small to kill. MCV standing by. Yes. At once. At once. Yes. At once. Yes. At once. At once. At once. Your orders? Katie Prime.
Construction options are now available.
I smell blood.
Construction started.
At once. Yes. At once. At once. At once.
Building ready to place. New construction options are now available.
Yes.
Construction started.
This goes ready. Yes. Yes. Once. Yes. Once. Yes. At once.
Building ready to place.
At once. At once. At once. At once.
Construction started. New construction options are now available. Training. Training. Training.
Yes. At once. Yes. Once. Just lurking about. Understood. Understood.
Building ready to place. New construction options are now available. Construction started. Upgrading building. Building ready to place. Additional space required. Construction started. Building ready to place. Construction started.
Reporting. At one, as you wish. Reporting. As you wish. Let's get a closer look. Yes? Understood.
Upgrading building.
Reporting. At once.
Worm sign. Unit lost. Building ready to place.
Your orders?
Worm attack.
Ready to
Unit
kill.
lost.
I smell blood. Ready to kill. Understood.
Construction started. New construction options are now available. Construction started.
Yes.
Building ready to place. Construction started. Reinforcements are approaching.
Yes.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes. At once. Yes.
Construction started.
At once. Attack.
Unit lost. Construction started.
Yes. At once.
Unit
At once.
lost.
At once. At once. Yes. Ready to rumble. At once. Attack.
Construction started.
Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack. Yes. At once. Yes. Attack.
Unit lost.
Yes. At once. Yes. At once.
Construction started.
Yes. At once. At once.
Training. 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 Construction started. Training.
Yes.
Unit
At
lost.
once. Attack.
Training. Training.
Yes. I live for pain.
Training.
Yes.
Training.
Yes. At once. Yes.
Construction started.
At once. At once.
Training.
Yes. Attack.
Training. Unit lost. Training.
Yes.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Find me something fleshy. Find me to roll fleshy. Chop. Yes. Your orders? Ready to kill.
Unit lost.
Yes. At once. At once. Yes. At once. Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack. Yes. Attack.
Reinforcements are approaching.
Yes.
Construction started. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes. Attack.
Victory is yours.
Get saying!
Father!
I trust the troop reinforcements are adequate.
Oh, most assuredly. Our troops will be deployed as soon as the frigates land.
I had a sublime thought. I want you to launch an attack on the enemy frigates before you arrive.
Before. Inside the Highlander.
The Ordos and Atreides frigates are merely sitting there. You can wipe them out before they even set foot on my spice planet.
You understand that that would be a direct violation of the Great Convention?
Great Convention? Is my baby brother a soldier or a diplomat?
My brother is an imbecile! My only intention, Father, was to...
Your intention doesn't interest me in the slightest. You'll obey without question or be replaced. Perhaps you are too young for this position.
I am yours to command, as always. I will make you proud, Father.
Of course you will. Once the attack begins, the other houses will try to defend themselves. This should be a fine test for our new military commander. Kill them. Kill them all!
Smells like victory. At once. Something's hell. At once. Bring them all. Yes. Yes. Attack. Yes. At once. Yes. At once. Attack! At once! At once! Yes! Attack! At once! Ready for action! Yes! At once!
Attention! All combatants are in direct violation of the Great Convention. Guild law must be upheld. You will cease hostility immediately. If you fail to comply, all frigates in this section will be jettisoned into deep space. Countdown to invasion now commencing.
Yes! At once! Yes! At once! Yes! Yes! At once! At once! Yes! Attack! Yes! At once! Attack! At once! Yes! At once! Yes! At once! At once! At once! Yes! At once! Attack! Yes! Attack! Yes! At once! Yes! Attack! Yes! Attack! Attack! Yes! Attack! Yes! 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 At once! Yes! Attack! At once! At once! Yes! At once! Yes!
Captain.
At once.
On guard.
At once. Bring 'em on. At once. Understood. Death will follow. I go. Death will follow. Lambs to the slaughter. At once. Die! At once. Bring 'em on. No prisoners. Bring 'em on. This is what's ready. Yes. Attack. Yes. At once. Yes. At once. Attack. Smells like we're still fire. Smells like victory. Yes. Attack. Yes. 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 Attack. 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 Yes. At once. Yes! Attack! Something small to kill. No survivor. At once. At once. Yes! Attack! Yes! Attack! Yes! Attack! Yes! At once. Yes! Bring 'em on! Yes! Ready for action. I smell blood. You want kill the weak! Understood! Kill the weak! With pleasure! You want understood! Understood! At once! Understood! Understood! At once! Ready! Ready! Yes! You have a plan? I smell blood. You want some of this? At once! Action item! I smell blood. Understood!
Ready, no surrender. Attacking target. Ready, no surrender. No surrender. No surrender. No surrender. Attacking target. Attacking target. Attacking target. Attacking target. Attacking target. No surrender. No surrender. Attacking target. No surrender. Attacking target. Attacking target. No surrender. Fear us. Attack! Yes, attack! Ready. No surrender. Yes, yes. Ready. No surrender. No surrender. Ready. No surrender. Attacking target. No surrender. No surrender. No surrender. Ready. No surrender. Ready. No surrender. No surrender.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Attack! At once. At once. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Attack! Yes. At once. At once. Ready, go, surrender. Attack! Yes. Ready, go, surrender.